Morning. It's Friday. Friday. It's quite cold. We thought it'd be nice and sunny, but it was sunny. But as soon as we switched the camera on, the sun went. So sorry about that. What are we doing today? We are sorting some stuff out. We are going to make a 18 by 24 kit store for our British Army of the Rhine camp.
It's the doors on the Nissan Hut.
The doors on the Nissan Hut are banging. If you can hear the bang in the background, that's what we can hear. So behind us, over there, we're going to move the 101 out of the way. I haven't got the batteries in it, but we'll tow it with a DAF anyway, just for fun. And put the tent up there, and we hopefully, now, weather permitting, we have a visitor today, don't we?
Yes.
So we've got a chap who's got an Oster, 1940 Oster, which is really early. Now that is a reconnaissance aircraft. He's going to land at the local airstrip near us. We'll go meet him. Hopefully we'll get there by the time he arrives so he can film him landing. We'll have a chat and stuff about the possibility of him actually joining us at the show this year. But we'll see if we can do an aerial recce. Now it's not looking likely at the moment because it is pretty windy, and those little aircraft, I mean, they blow like a carrier bag. If it's anything modern still, isn't it? So yeah, we'll show you a little bit of what we're up to here, and see you soon. We've just done about an hour's work, and there's quite a lot of work in foundations, as a lot of you probably know. So we're going to cover this with lots of old boarding, because it doesn't need to be that flat. It's just going to be flattish for us to put our kit in. And then we'll put AstroTurf over that, and then on top we'll put our 18 by 24, and this will be our little kit room that we're going to create to house all our kit for this year. Lovely. Here we are at our airstrip. We don't think we can tell you where it is, so we're not going to. We're just waiting for Simon to arrive now. He should be here in about 10 minutes, so we're just going to walk down the grass airstrip. Yeah. And hopefully we'll be able to film him landing, unless he's here already, in which case we missed him. And he should be coming from this way, which you can't see. I'll turn it around in a minute. There's one landing now, actually. I don't know if you can see it, but this isn't Simon arriving. Just get close to that fence with me. Unless it is Simon, because he's got two aircraft. He might have brought this one because it's a bit more it looks very windy out there. You know what, I think it is Simon. This is an American World War II plane. I'll get him to introduce it to you, but I don't know what it is. Yeah, that's Simon. Hi, I'd like you to introduce this to Simon.
Hello.
Simon, welcome to the YouTubers. Tell us what your visitors in. What is this aeroplane?
So this is a 1946 North American Navion, built in California in 1946. It was one of North American's first aircraft after the warplane, so it was their first civilian aircraft that they built.
Understood.
And as you can see, it still looks quite military. They sold some to the US Army and Air Force, and this is painted to represent one of those, as it would have been based in Korea during the Korean War.
It is amazing. Oh yeah, because it would have been used in Korean War, I guess.
They
Wow.
used these for artillery observation and general liaison duties, so flying people around.
And looking at the landing you did just now, it was really short landing. So I guess these land on quite short grass strips.
This will land in 250 meters and take off in the same as well.
Outstanding.
And it's designed for operating in rough fields as well. So you can see by the big
Really
beefy undercarriage.
Yeah, it's incredible, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's amazing. And when you're looking to come to the White Horse Munch Show, which is amazing to come and join us, we've got a couple of other aircraft, but the only fixed wing coming with us. And tell us about that.
Well, hopefully, I mean, we need to go and look at the runway, obviously, and make sure we can get it in and out. But if I can, more than happy to bring either this one or the Oster that I've got along. And be part of the show. It'd be great.
It's turning out to be quite a thing. So the Chinook people said they might not be able to land here because
FOD.
They'll pick up. Is that what it's called? FOD. Yeah, they'll pick up stones and lob them at people and things like that. So the length of this field is totally, but
far bigger than it needs to be from my point of view.
Yeah,
they're pretty big stones, aren't they?
This is something. This is why it's good to look, isn't it? And I guess the thing with that would be, it's impossible to. You couldn't walk the runway and clear the runway.
Well, you can.
Oh, that is a thing.
Yeah. You have to walk it a couple of 3 times though, I would think, looking at the amount, or a whole row of people.
Yeah. I mean, to me that sounds like quite a fun thing to do.
It's called a FOD plod.
Is it?
Yeah.
FOD plod.
FOD plod.
You see them on the aircraft hangars, don't you?
Well, they do it. They do it. Most airfields do it. If you've got a tarmac runway, it's a lot easier because it stands up a lot more. But well, I mean, apart from this, I mean, I could land in this field in any direction. Okay. That's not a problem.
Oh yes, of course, we'd have to check the direction. So, where do we find the winds normally coming from?
Well, prevailing winds usually from the west.
Yeah.
So that way works better for me.
Okay. And what about is that the good?
It's fine. Yeah.
Is it? Okay.
I mean, we could offset it one way or the other, make it slightly diagonal. That's not a problem. But yeah. Distance-wise, that's what, 400-500 meters.
Yeah, it's quite big.
Yeah. So that's not a problem. It's the stones.
Okay. Hey, we have another field.
Okay.
You want to see that one?
Yeah. My guess is it doesn't look different to this. But
the other field is not stony.
Oh, okay.
But I'll leave it to your expert eye on that. Yeah, given that I didn't realise that the Oster was so short, how much it needs.
Yeah, it was designed for operating out of, rough fields, small strips.
And didn't you say the Spitfire? There was a Spitfire squadron and used it as a hop around.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, they used it as a hack. So as they went through France and Germany in the latter part of the war, as they moved airfield to airfield, they used the Oster to go and recce the airfields.
Oh wow, yeah, of course, because the Oster would take up.
Well, it can get in rough fields, and it can land in a very short distance. So,
and it's probably a lot more forgiving on what ground conditions are like.
For sure, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the Oster ended up in Berlin, 1946. It was demobbed, or struck off charge, or whatever they call it, at Gatow. So,
gosh. And did someone fly it back then?
I don't know, to be honest. I think it might have come back in a box.
So how do you you can take them apart, I guess?
Oh yeah. They it's got the longest continuous military history of any Oster, any army aeroplane, I think.
Wow.
Because it was delivered to Lark Hill on the plane in 42, and it went right the way through to 46.
What mark is it?
A 1.
Oh, it's a 1. I thought it was.
So when the military decided, when the army, well, it was the RAF, I guess, at the time, decided they wanted to stop using balloons for artillery observation,
Yeah.
they looked around for aircraft that they could use, and they identified one in the US called a Taylorcraft. So they bought, I don't know, I can't remember how many, from Taylorcraft in the US, shipped them over. But as they were going to become military aircraft, they had to give them a name, because all military aircraft had to have a name at that time.
Yeah.
So they decided to name it Oster.
Oh, wow.
So these aircraft are the reason that Osters are called Osters.
That's amazing.
So it's an
for
Oster
some-
1.
I thought it was a.
Thank you.
So
Oh, this is better.
it's weird
Amazing how
much
it changes, isn't it?
It's a really weird.
That's
how it
obviously
changes.
been ploughed recently, and this one looks like it's been left to pasture for longer.
This has been pasture for as
Yeah.
long as I can remember. And actually, the runway approach has been perfect, wouldn't it?
Yeah, apart from the big tree in the middle.
Yeah. Yeah, don't go to the tree. But there are a couple of ruts though. Oh, but then it depends which way they're going. We're not planning on putting anything between here and there,
Okay.
so we can keep that out of the way.
So from there to there, that's plenty of room.
To the hedge line.
Yes.
From that hedge line
Yes.
to that hedge line. Okay.
And it's hopefully going to firm up a bit.
It should do. Yeah.
You haven't got a big roller, have you?
No, I don't. No, I don't. The farm might have a roller.
You know, it's be great to roll it a couple of times.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just thinking I could mark off a safe area where when we're building stuff for the show, we can
Yeah.
leave that. So the last minute, once it's in,
Yeah,
well, we can
you
put
can build
groups
around
in
it.
there.
Yeah,
We have a planning program which
Yeah.
I plan the show out with all the roadways and everything.
yeah,
And I'll mark off the strip
yeah.
in that, so we know there's a safe area, not
Yeah.
to put anything in there
Okay.
up until it. Perfect.
Once the weather gets a bit better,
Yeah.
and we've got some permission sorted out,
Yeah.
I'll probably come and just fly over and do an approach without necessarily landing, to make sure the approach is okay.
Yeah.
And then
Oh,
if
yeah,
that's
of course.
okay, I'll see about putting it down and see what happens.
So here we are. Thank you very much, Simon, for coming to see us. He's just running up, doing his checks there, and then he'll head off, and then we'll film him taking off. What a marvellous visit we had. Thank you very much, Simon. Bye, Simon.
I was just about to say bye, Simon.
Okay, that's the end of our day for today. We did quite a lot of work on the ground preparation for our 18 by 24 tent, which will be our kit room for our British Army of the Rhine camp. We met Simon, who's the chap with the aircraft. I can't remember what the aircraft was called now, but you can look back on the channel. Yeah, so a bit of work to make a runway. I haven't made a runway before, but we'll work it out. And yeah, what can go wrong? Yeah, so now tomorrow's going to be interesting. So tomorrow we're going around Bath. If I get this YouTube video out tonight, you'll know tonight by tomorrow. So there's quite a few of us, maybe 20 of us, in our reenactment clothes. Yeah, I say costume and everyone got angry with me for calling them costume, so let's not call them costume. Yeah, we're getting the train down to Bath, and we're going to be walking around Bath in kit. handing out our flyers for the show this year and putting up posters in pubs and stuff. If you see us, come and say hello.
Take a picture.
Cool. Yeah, take a picture of us. That'd be good. That's a great idea. We'll do a big thumbnail outside somewhere. Jane Austen. We'll all hang out with Jane Austen in our kit. That'd be funny. Thank you all for watching, and have a look at tomorrow's video when that comes out as well. Thank you, and subscribe. It doesn't cost anything. It helps us in our channel. Thank you. Take care, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.